And well, hello there, everyone. And can you believe it? I'm actually not in my van, and I made a video, and I'm hoping that this will be the beginning of other things for this summer. Um, we're heading into a long weekend here in Canada, and I got a chance to take Friday off, which is fantastic. And I just drove out here. It's so nice. It's really quite peaceful, and if you enjoy your solitude, if you enjoy being alone and thinking with your own thoughts and writing things down, journaling, even writing a story, I think this might be for you. It's a nice escape. It's especially when you're out here, you can sort of catch up on your thinking. You can catch up on what it is that's important to you, and it's a question you'll ask yourself a lot. Was that a train? Yeah, that was a train I heard. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not that far away from the GTA, Greater Toronto area, and there's lots of little places. Wherever you live, it might be an hour away, it might be 30 minutes away, but for the most part, I think there is usually a place where you can find some solitude. And the minivan that I have here, my build, is my little fortress of solitude, and part of that fortress is what's out here. And I really love that Fortress of Solitude. That's from Superman. And there was a really kind gentleman that I met on Facebook through one of the van groups, and that's what he called it. And I thought, wow, yeah, that's right. It is the Fortress of Solitude. So thanks very much, Chuck, for that. And I hope you're enjoying my videos. Aside from that, if you have any questions about how I'm doing some of this stuff, let me know. You can always message me. Post it up in the comments so I can answer it publicly and share the answer, that kind of thing. And I hope to show more of the build this weekend. I'm probably not going to be doing too much in terms of videos, but I just want to say have a great weekend, everybody. Oh, and there's a car coming by. Better be careful. Well, I'm off of the side of the road here, so it's pretty good. But this is a very good place to be, and quite beautiful. There's lots of birds, lots of nature, that kind of thing. So I'm very happy to be here, and I'm probably going to stay here for a bit longer. Oh wow, there's another bird over there, bigger one. Okay guys, I'm going to go. Have yourself a great day, and enjoy the weekend, and see you soon. And remember, if you like the video, please like it, share it, and I'd be happy to help you out with anything else. Bye. So I guess you saw from previous videos the side door facade that I produced, and this was something that took me several weeks to actually put together. Actually, not necessarily to work on it, to actually put it together, glue it and everything, and place it on the side door didn't take a lot of time. The part that took a lot of time for me was just getting the proper measurements, getting the proper curves, because the way these vans are made, it's not square. It's got these little very subtle curves, right? So you can't just take a piece of plywood and just throw it on top. You sort of have to curve it and shape it. So, and that's what I did with that. And the other thing too was, I didn't want to change it up so that it somehow affected the operation of the door. Oh, and finally, I didn't want it to be heavy. So what I did was I used some really thin plywood. I think it's about 2 millimeters. So it literally is just a facade, but it makes it look much nicer, much more aesthetically pleasing. And you know, I spend a lot of time in my van after a trail run or some training, and this is something that, you know, I want to be comfortable, and so I made that, right? So it's also a lot of fun to produce. So those are some of the things that I kept in mind when I was producing it. One of the challenges that I did have was when I was cutting the pieces. I originally had this sort of like measured out plan, but as I was cutting, I noticed that when I placed it on, it didn't fit, or it did fit, but there was this kind of curve to it, and then I sort of have to like mill it down to sort of like bit by bit make it fit, right? And after all that, my original plan didn't really pan out. It was a nice starting point, but it wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. So I don't exactly have what I would call a perfect set of plans to produce this. It really is, you sort of have to just start cutting some wood and making it fit. But I think it turned out okay, and I hope you guys like it. Aside from that, one of the biggest challenges for me with regards to this van is how to affix or how to add things on to the sides and the walls. And one way was to use some really strong glue, like Gorilla Glue. Another way is, you know, screwing right into the wall. That's what I did, and that worked out okay for me. Other ways was using Velcro, okay, but you always need something to secure it, and that one thing, whatever it might be, you have to make sure that somehow, you know, it's not going to move around, or you have to tighten it up, or whatever you're screwing into, make sure it's actually something that could hold something, you know, like it's sort of like drywall. I don't know if you've ever put up a shelf on drywall. You get those special screws with it, those that helps to stabilize it so that it isn't somehow you just screw it in and it actually doesn't stay inside. Gosh, I really have to work on my terminology. But yeah, so that's the side wall. Hope you guys like it, and let's see if I can show you other parts of the van so far. And there you have it. Please support my channel by commenting and subscribing. It's free and it can help you with your own tiny home build, as I will be giving out free tips and tricks on how you can make it happen. And if you believe someone else may benefit, please share the video of my curated playlist.